Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sunday. Dan and Lindsay just left. It's for the most part just been kind of a quiet day. We slept in.
We all feel jet lagged.
That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, we by the time we went to bed and then the time we got up, we got very little sleep. But we figured that the best course of action was to sleep just a little to wake up in the afternoon, as opposed to sleeping a normal amount and waking up at night. Because you sleep a little, you wake up in the afternoon, then you're so tired that you're not up very long, and then you go to bed at a reasonable time. So now it's the evening, and we're getting ready to go to bed at a reasonable time. But it's just been a very day, and it's probably gonna take us a few days to feel better. But now, with some semblance of a little more brain cells, I can think about the event yesterday, and that's important because I can kind of look back and be like, oh, things happened. We played so many games. In fact, we played more games yesterday than we have ever played in a single day, which was a big deal. Me and Chaz were talking about it, and yesterday we played 20, you said 25? 25 games. And we've never before played 25 games, and that's just because things were so efficient. Last year, we got through 19? Gesundheit? I think 19 before the stream died. But we still weren't moving through them quite as efficiently as yesterday, so we did really good. And again, we would have, if things had worked out well, I think we would have been able to hit our goal. But again, because of all of the issues with Extra Life and the DDoS and all that stuff, that was not possible. But we did pretty good, all things considered. In fact, I think we did great, all things considered, because we nearly hit $50,000, and for a large majority of the day, or at least the time when people would be most active and most interested in donating, they couldn't do it. And I've had multiple people reach out to me and tell me that they tried multiple times, and some people got through eventually, and some people gave up. And also, depending on when they submitted that donation, it may have gotten eaten. I mean, it probably will wind up being submitted and going to the children's hospital, but we don't have any record of that, which really caused some issues for the event. But still, in light of all the things that happened, it turned out pretty well. And it was fun. It was fun. It was fun, and it was well done, which is another big thing. I said it yesterday, but we couldn't have done it without the help that we had. And that's absolutely true. But also, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of great moments in it, and the event went really well. We're always improving. Every year it gets bigger and better. Emphasis on better. And we had so many little additions that made it good. And in addition to the improvement of the audio and the video quality, the ability to show fan art between the games was a huge deal.
That was excellent.
That was wonderful, and it was really nice for us too, because we get through a game and then it's we have this setup period, and to see the art scrolling through is I would call it a morale booster, because that's really what it was. Something comes up and it's oh, other people thought that the thing that happened was funny too, and they drew a picture about it. I was also surprised by the level of memes. I didn't expect.
That was good, though.
Yeah, it was. Whenever we set all this up and talked about the fan art thing, I really wasn't expecting so many memes. But man, they're good, and they're so funny. Just little quick bits. So people that may not have particular artistic talent were making memes, and they were great. They were wonderful. Actually, last night before I went to bed, I got in bed, and before I fell asleep, I looked through everything on the hashtag, all of the fan art, and it was really wonderful. But we have made a decision regarding Extra Life and how to proceed next year, and that is, I don't think we can ever stream on game day again, because, fool me once, shame on me. Or what is it? How's it go? Fool me once, shame on you. No, fool you once, shame on fool. Anyway, it's happened before, is what I'm trying to say. This sort of thing has happened before on game days, and we've kind of passed it off like, oh, that's a fluke. But it's not. And this sort of thing can happen. It's happened before, and it happened again. And this year was by far the worst. And the thing that sucks is these DDoS attacks, like, it's super crummy just in general that people would feel compelled to do this to a charity. But it also means that there's tons of money that never happens, because our goal was 70,000, and I really truly feel like that was attainable. And since we hit 50,000, that means that there's a good $20,000 that doesn't go to the Children's Hospital. And that's just us. There are so many other people. There's 50,000 other people doing Extra Life. And all of that adds up to hundreds of thousands of dollars or more that could have potentially went to charity, went to children's hospitals, and didn't get to go. So we've been thinking about how to avoid this, and we think the correct answer is to never stream on game day again. It's too risky. This kind of crap happens all the time, and does it suck? Yeah. But it doesn't mean that we should stop doing the charity. It means that we should think around the problem. And in the past, a few years back, we actually streamed a week before game day. And I think that's just going to be the new thing. We're just going to always stream a week before, because streaming the day of is madness. Sometimes they're going to get hit with DDoS. Sometimes there's going to be too much stuff going on at the same time and overloading their servers. And either way, it's lose-lose. So I think that's going to be our plan going forward. And they may still have issues in the future, but if we do it a week before, when there's not very many people doing it, or the people that are launching these attacks aren't interested, then we'll probably have a little more success. And that is, again, money that is essentially recovered for the hospital. Yeah. And there's no law that you have to stream on a certain day. So we'll just do it early. So whatever Extra Life says their game day is next year, I'll be like, cool, a week before.
Or after, maybe.
Or after.
Depends on the schedule.
Yeah. It's early because it's 52 weeks away. But you think maybe there'll be a possibility you'll be physically back here?
I hope so.
Okay.
I think there was a lot of value in me being here.
You're downplaying that a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
A whole lot.
a
Whoa.
lot of the things
This wouldn't have worked well at all if Chaz wouldn't have been here.
A lot of things I could have done from Indiana, but we were doing a lot of audibles and flying by the seat of our pants, and just having everyone here to communicate quickly and keep each other's spirits up and everything was really valuable.
There was, even things like what Dan is running is stuff that Chaz has built. And if anything happens, Dan's question has to go to Chaz. Can you imagine how much more difficult that would be if you were a message away and then you have to wait for that message to go through?
Well, yeah, we did it last year. So
I know, yeah, it's so much better. And not to mention, you are also just a generalist where if me or Mao have to leave or something, you take over the couch.
Yeah.
Or reading donations.
Yeah.
Everyone can do everything except you can only do your job. But you can do everything, which is great. So yeah, it worked out pretty well.
It was a lot of fun. I was really glad I could make it, and I'm certainly going to try to next year.
Good. We're the thing is, the event continues to get bigger and better, and we're going to continue to focus on that. We couldn't hit the goal this year because of tech difficulties out of our control, but next year we're going to do everything in our control to alleviate those issues by not doing it on game day, and I think we'll hit that goal no problem. And then the other thing that is now our problem is trying to finish the Wii collection. Mm-hmm. So a year from now, we can sit here in the living room and do it again, but this time with more of this. Oh my God, we're gonna have to do that all day.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having a realization here that 20 hours of waggling might be very difficult.
Maybe you might not want to commit to Wii 100% just yet.
Maybe, just in case.
All I've announced so far is that next year I am hoping and I'm planning to do Wii, assuming I can collect a vast majority.
Okay.
If I can't, then maybe we'll put like N64 and GameCube together and be like, this. People understand if I can't collect 900 video games in 365 days.
Also, I don't want your arms to fall off.
I don't mind. I got another one. Oh, wait, arms. Okay, well, anyway, that's going to be it for today. We've got plans for next year, and I'm hopeful. And like this, again, there's been issues not every year, but like almost half. There's been things. Sometimes it's just their servers are overloaded, and again, all these problems can be fixed by just shifting the day that we do it. And I think that's the new thing. And of course, there will be more improvements, and we'll take feedback from you guys. And on that note, anyone who watched the event live or watched the VODs on YouTube, if you have constructive criticism for us, leave it in the comments of this video. If there's stuff that we're doing that you really like, let us know. If there's stuff that you think that we could change, let us know. If you want there to be more cats, let us know. And we'll take it into consideration, because we are every year trying to make this, literally the best event we can. We have 8 years experience now. And I feel very confident in saying that the 9th year will be the best yet. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?